Alrighty, so you guys head over to the Barthland's Provisioners, and you do see when you walk in, this is a kind of a large trading post in Phandelver type of fashion, I guess, and it's got lots of ordinary supplies and backpacks and ropes and rations and whatnot. You do see that there's two young clerks here, young boys that are kind of walking around, and you guys notice that today they seem to be loading a large mining wagon full of picks and tools and whatnot. As you walk through, Ander kind of looks over and says, Dirk, you've returned."
That's miraculous. Return to town.
"Thank you so much for taking care of those red brands. We watched you guys fight them in the street down there the other day. Very, very nice. We hope they're all gone. Have you seen any today?"
I don't think we have.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. That's excellent. I think the Master Bartholin's inside if you guys are interested in picking anything up. Kind of point you guys in the way. They start Alrighty.
Yep.
So as you guys walk in, Elmer Barthlin, who is the owner of this, kind of looks over and says, Kursk, please tell me, have you found Rockseeker? Gundren, have you found him yet?"
No, we still look.
He kind of looks at you, sort of like you're almost like one of his kids. He says, "Now, Kursk, I've told you Gundren needs to be found. You can't leave him out there in days on days. God knows what's happened to him." "Kursk, are you going to look today?"
We're looking in Manor. He might be there.
"All right, Kursk, you need to find him, okay? What do you guys need today? Are you shopping for something? Are you out of provisions?"
I'm looking for a healer's kit and 8 rations.
"Oh, yes, absolutely." And he says, "It's so nice to see a man of the cloth. You know, Sister Gariel, she tries very hard in town, but she's not always here. Are you going to be staying by chance? Perhaps building a church? Maybe a cathedral?"
My stay here is currently temporary, but possibly in the future.
Well, we're glad to have you nonetheless. Thank you for coming. Now, let's see. You had said some provisions. You had wanted some rations, I believe.
Yes, 8 days worth and a healer's kit.
He says, "Yes, absolutely. Oh, we do definitely have healer's kits. They're over there on the counter if you want to look through. One kit may be better than the other. I'm not sure." He kind of points you over there. He says, "I'll be right back with some rations. Does anybody else need anything?"
Curse wants to know if Beaver had it ready.
Kursk, you gave me the beaver pelts last night. It takes a little while, but we'll get it done as soon as we can. I'll bring it over to the Stonehill Inn, okay? We'll get it, Kursk.
Mizrik's special package.
Yes, Mizrik, I have that. 1 second. And he kind of smiles and kind of runs into the back.
Oh, I'm excited.
So as he comes out, you see that he's got a handful of rations that he kind of plops down on the counter, Gilbert. And then you also see that there's a small, sort of a wrapped package in a small cloth with a little rope tied over it, probably maybe about the size of maybe a deck of cards. And he sets it down on the table and he says, Mizrik, here you go. It was tough to make, but we were able to finally get it built."
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
"Oh, you're welcome. No problem." He says, "It's still the same cost that we discussed before, correct?"
Yeah, that's correct.
Excellent.
Put it in my pack.
Alrighty, sounds good. He kind of looks over to you, Gilbert, and says, "Were you able to find any medicine kits over there that was substantial for you?"
Was I out of game?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yes, this will be adequate.
Excellent. Yes, let me get my thing to count it up. Hang on 1 second. Kind of goes over and grabs this book. It's kind of a big ledger, opens it up, and you see he's got a lot of numbers in there. It looks like he moves quite a bit of product through here, despite being a small town. Definitely a lot of things kind of come and go through town. And he kind of says, "Okay, so the rations will be, let's see, 40 silver, and the medicine kit He kind of looks. He says, "Ooh, that's the good medicine." He says, "Yes, you obviously know what you're doing." He kind of looks over and he says, "Yes, that healing kit is will be 5 gold. Is how much it'll cost."
All right. I hand him over the money.
Excellent. He says, "Ah, thank you, thank you." He says, "And I'm sorry, I missed your name. Your name was?"
My name is Gilbert.
He kind of gives you a bow, sort of in kind of reverence. He says, "I am Elmer." He says, "And it's always nice to see a god of Talos show up, or a disciple of Talos."
Well, I hope we do business in the future.
Excellent. I do as well.
Kursk talks to Barthens again. He goes, so you say this sword belonged to Special Knight?
Yes, it did. Do you remember the story?
He fought in battle, and you say he might be in Manor, and he's got armor.
Correct, he does. Did you see him?
No, but Kursk, Mr. Django's got a good idea where to go find him.
Oh, very good. Well, if you find him, definitely make sure he has a proper burial. He was very, very important to this town of a long time ago.
Kursk think he may be buried already in room with stone coffins.
Oh, he may very well be, Kursk. That would be a good place for him, would be in with the coffins, that's for sure. Says, "Now, Kursk, come on, go find Gundren, all right? Remember, we have to focus."
Okay.
He-
Kursk walks out.
He pats you on the back and kind of waves to you all and says, have safe travels and see you soon. Remember, Barthland's Provisions. I've got all the stuff you need. Within reason, of course.
Sounds like you guys are already involved in something. Do you have time to go north and meet this Agatha with me?
Well, not right now. We have to finish killing Red Brands.
Red Brands.
Yeah, it's a group around here that's been bullying the town. I'm really into spell books, but we should probably make sure we got all these red brands because they'll come back and probably punish the town for what we've done to their group.
I don't want to see any more wounded people. All right.
So you guys are heading over to, I think, the Townmaster's Hall. Is that where you guys are headed next?
That's correct.
Alrighty. So you guys kind of proceed down the street down to where the Townmaster Hall is, and as you remember, the Townmaster's Hall is a sturdy building kind of in the center. It has a bell tower at the back of it, and it's got a large pitched roof. There is a board next to the front door with a notice that's been written in common that says, "Reward orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of mind to face the orc menace should require within." And then you see there's a signature down at the bottom that was indecipherable, and that's been crossed off, and you see another signature next to it that's written Sildal Hallwater of the Lord's Alliance, and that's kind of written underneath and is very clear, clearly written there.
We go in.
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys enter in, and you guys see Sildar Hall Winter standing at the books over there, and he's talking to a young farmer that's come in, and as you come in, you hear the farmer kind of discussing with him about lands to the south and how he would like to purchase them from the Phandelver Exchange, and how the Phandelver Exchange isn't willing to sell it, and it sounds like a kind of a more of a local thing, and Sildar really kind of looks bored, to be honest with you. He sees you guys walk in, he says, excuse me, fine sir, these gentlemen here have some very pressing, important business about the red brands. Of course you understand." And of course the farmer kind of looks over and he nods to you guys a bunch of times and says, yes, of course, absolutely, that's much more important than my business. And he says, "I'll be back later in the afternoon." And Sildar gives him a smile and says, yes, please come back as soon as you can and whenever you can. And the farmer walks out, and you see Sildar kind of takes his glove off and kind of sets it on there. He goes, "Oh man, this business is gonna kill me. I'm telling you, this is so boring. How's it going, guys?"
We kill Red Brands, but we not find your friend Wizard.
You didn't find him yet? He's. Did you search the whole area?
No.
Okay.
We'll probably be going back today to finish off the manor.
Excellent. Well, that'd be great. I hope that you can find Iarno, because, you know, I'm sure his body's in there somewhere. Did you find any bodies or anything laying about?
We found one partially chewed. Curse got a close look at him. I didn't really see him that well.
God, I hope that wasn't him. Did you find any spell books or any signs of any wizardry at all?
Definitely no spell books.
I see. And have you found any tips on where Gundren would be?
No.
Well, I've received some information. I can't remember if I had talked to you guys about this or not, but there's rumor that there is a goblin castle to the northwest. Have you guys heard about this yet?
Yes, I think we heard about it when we were in here last time.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I had told you or not, but I strongly encourage, after you guys are done in the manor, to definitely get out to the castle, explore it, and find Gundren, because the only place I can imagine him still being alive would maybe be in the castle. Not to mention, it would cut down on the looting and looting and pillaging that's been going down on Tribord Trail. We're having a hard time getting supplies in still.
Okay, we'll have a look at it when we get a chance. We've been busy.
I know, and you guys are good fighters. You've saved my life, and I appreciate that when the caverns. But, you know, I wish I had more men, to be honest with you, but this town is just full of farmers and miners and nobody really of any military stature, if you understand.
Well, I understand. Speaking of that, we should probably be hitting the trail.
Alrighty, sounds good. He says, well, please stop in whenever you can. I get bored of dealing with all this stuff.
Will do.
All right.
Where is Wyvern Tor?
Wyvern Tor, I believe it's up towards Coneyberry, but I can do some investigation for you. If you guys come back in, I can maybe give you a little better location.
We're going to need a map to Thunder Tree also.
To Thunder Tree as well? Okay. He's like, I'm sure somewhere in this place, Harbin Wester. I still got him locked up downstairs, though. Hey, and that red brand that you guys had me lock up, I think it was a red brand, he's still down there, too, and he's talking a lot, I got to tell you, but nothing really of importance. By the way, there's some weird creature that lives in the bottom of that manor. I don't know, kind of protects the thing. They feed it people, I think, or something. I guess the woodcutter, they fed him the woodcutter.
We'll let Kursk feed him his sword.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
This town sounds like it has a lot of problems.
It does have a lot of problems. We're getting it cleaned up, though, and he kind of looks over to you, Gilbert. He says, and I don't think we've met. I'm Sildar Hellwinter. Nice to meet you.
I'm Gilbert, traveling cleric.
Excellent. Oh, we're glad to have you. I'm part of the Lord's Alliance. I was en route to with Gundren, who's the dwarf in this area, and we got attacked and knocked unconscious, and these fine gentlemen that you're with today saved my life, and I owe them everything.
Well, I'm glad I'm traveling with them then.
Yeah.
I'll get to see some heroics.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Well, you guys go ahead and continue on if you need to.
All right, see you later.
Alrighty. So you guys kind of walk out. Now, you guys are heading over to the manor now?
Yes.
Alright, how do you guys want to enter the manor this time?
I say we go through the normal route, not the secret tunnel.
What's the manor look like?
So the manor is, sorry, thanks Gilbert. Yeah, if I ever say anything and you're not sure what it looks like, just let me know. It's more of a, looks like a castle than a house, and it kind of rests on top of the hillside on the east. It's a low hillside, but the problem is it's long been abandoned, and it's sort of in ruins at this point. And so it's kind of up on the top. Probably was the Lord's house of Phandelver way back when, but now it's been abandoned, and as you kind of look at it, it appears to be in a lot of ruins type of thing.
So we're going to enter through the there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I
Uh,
still see Weston.
Is he still in there? Oh, he is. Oh,
I'll
pink.
have my owl on my shoulder or flying 5 feet above me, just to keep it easier.
All right.
Alrighty. Gilbert, I see you have the map already, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chris says we need to go to Stone Coffin Room and look for armor.
Alrighty. So I'm just going to read some of these descriptions again. So since this is the first time Gilbert's been in here, so Gilbert, as you walk in, you see that this is you're on a 5-foot landing that's 15 feet above a large cellar. There's some stone steps that kind of descend to the floor in 2 short flights. You do see there's another door beneath the stairs to the north, and then there's a large cistern that occupies the west part of the room, and the walls are kind of lined with kegs and barrels as you come in.
So you say you're looking for armor. Are we here to pillage this house?
Kursk always pillages.
It's more like fund our explorations. We're personally, we're funded by ourselves. So in order to keep doing good, we need the money coming in.
As long as we're not stealing from the living.
Oh no, not stealing.
No, we made sure they're not living no more.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. So this room is lit by some oil lamps on wall sconces, I should say, and the area is brightly lit. All right.
Does it look like anybody's been in there? Like the dead bodies are still laying there, or anybody's been in there since we left it?
It does, actually. The bodies have been cleaned up. It looks like the casks and boxes that have been turned over have kind of been pushed over to the side. The doors have been closed. All the doors are now closed and shut. And the lamps, if you look at the lamps, it appears that these lamps would only burn for a couple hours before they would extinguish with their oil, so they've definitely probably been refilled.
Cool. That means they know we're coming.
Who's they?
The red brands.
Ah.
Kursk goes up to this door. He's going to check for traps and listen to the far side, see if he hears anything.
Alrighty. So Kursk,
I'm gonna give him guidance on this.
Okay.
Extra D4 to skill check.
That sounds good.
So I'll grab his shoulder.
Alrighty. You can roll an extra D4 here real quick.
No, does he roll it or do I?
He does, actually, yep. Excellent. So, Kursk, as you listen to the door, you don't hear anything on the other side, and you don't see anything that appears to be a trap.
Okay. Kursk, is it locked?
It's not locked.
Kursk opens the door.
All right, Kursk, so you open the door and you see a hallway similar to what you had seen previously. The hallway that's there is a hallway that has dust on most of the flagstones on the floor. However, you see that there appears to be multiple tracks now that have been through the dust. If you remember correctly, when you came around the corner there was kind of a relief carving of a mournful angel that graces the doors down at the end, and there's kind of these columns every 10 feet along the wall there.
Yep, and there was a pit trap.
Correct.
Kursk is going to move stealthily and quietly in there, looking for traps and ambushes.
Alrighty.
And he's going to continue to move all around where the pit was at.
Yeah, exactly. And so you see that the pit trap is still there. It hasn't been sprung. And as you're kind of walking across the the boards. You do quite well. Mizrak, as you kind of come around the corner, though, you unbeknownstly hit your backpack or your bag on the wall as you kind of turn around, and you hear a loud clang and clang, 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 like a whole bunch of stuff kind of bounces inside your bag.
So I'm taking it my stealth roll and tower didn't go well. Is that what's going on here?
Pretty much.
Oh, are we rolling stealth?
I usually just roll it every once in a while because my guy tries to be stealthy. I don't roll it like all the time.
Ah.
Kursk was not used to be stealthy, but he's stealthier now.
So, Kursk, you hear Mizrak kind of in the back, kind of banging a bunch of stuff up against the wall and stuff like that.
Dumb gnome. Alright, he's going to check this door for traps, see if it's locked, and if he can hear anything on the far side.
Alrighty. So, Kursk, listen to the other side. You don't hear any noises at all. And again, the door looks similar to when you had left it previously. I think, was this the door? No, this wasn't the door that you picked. Alright, yep.
No, he didn't pick the door. He broke the door.
That's right. That was the armory door, I believe. Right? I think it was the armory door.
Yeah, the one up north.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to ease open the door.
Alright, so when you open it up, you see that there are three large stone sarcophagi that stand within this crypt. You see that there's bits of skeleton bones that are kind of scattered all throughout the room in here. You do see that there's some false columns along the walls that were carved with images of a spreading oak tree. And you see that the door that you guys just came through is sheathed on the other side with tarnished copper plate.
Okay, Chris is going to go in here and check the sarcophaguses for traps, and then start searching them. He's looking for the what do you call it?
Yeah, yeah. So so you kind of search through, and you don't. Yeah, you don't really find anything useful. You find some typical tokens and things that have been left with. People for for religious type reasons. You do notice, though, however, in the one that Mizrak is searching, Mizrak, you do see that there's a fine set of trinkets and whatnot that are in here, and the skeleton that was here that you had dispatched, now that you look back at his armor, does appear to have some nobility armor to it, and inside you do see a small raven figurine inside.
Oh, I found a raven figurine. And look at this armor here, Kursk. This may be what we're looking for. I'll take the raven figurine.
Alrighty.
I want to check out the armor. I'm going to look at these pillars, too. I'm going to investigate those, too.
Alrighty, sounds good.
With the oak trees on them, the fake ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris goes there and looks at the armor. Does it look like it's even usable?
No, it doesn't. It's really, really old. Probably, thousands of years old type of thing.
What about this?
Yeah, that one also has things. This appears to have some scraps of clothing. Probably was a female of noble bearing of some sort that was in there. You see some like hair trinkets and things like that, maybe even an earring that's in there, but it all looks more costumey than anything else, and nothing really of value.
Ooh, I'll snag up the hair trinkets.
Alrighty.
Maybe good for Agatha later.
Sounds good.
I'll look in the jail room here.
Okay.
Chris takes a peek in there too. Are the dead bodies in there, or are they cleaned up?
Yeah, so the bodies are now gone. You see that the gate doors are open on both sides, and all the clothing that was in the corner is gone as well. And so, Gilbert, when you walk in, you see that it's a long room that's partitioned into 3 areas. There's 2 jail cells to the north and to the south, and there's some filthy straw that lines both of them, but they're both empty. You do see that the doors have some chains and padlocks, and the padlocks are locked with the chains surrounding it, but the doors are open, so it's almost as if they're just hanging there so nobody steals the locks. But I think you guys have the key, if I remember correctly. And then the clothes that was there where Mizrik is standing is now gone.
Why does a mansion need a jail cell?
It's a good question. We're not quite sure, but this is filled with ruffians, so we don't know the whole history, but we're trying to figure it out.
And Woodcutter's wife and kids.
Ah.
Curse goes over this door. He's going to check it for traps.
Okay.
Wow, have some guidance.
There you go.
Get my mileage out of this.
Yeah, you're going to be using that a lot. I can see that coming.
I think it lasts for a minute, so I wonder if we can keep the roll on for a while.
Oh, does it last for a minute? I'd have to look at it again.
I think it falls off once a skill is used, though.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Okay.
Gilbert's going to be clicking it nonstop. You may want to add it to your toolbar at the bottom. So you check the door, and you don't see any traps, and it is not locked.
Okay, he opens the door.
Yep. You see the passageway about 15 feet long with the door at the far end. No, there's no door there, sorry. The door is missing, and you see it kind of hanging on its edges here. Kursk, as you get close to that door, though, you see that the secret door that you had found to the, whatever was it, the left of you, is jarred open. And inside you...
Never found a secret door.
Oh, I thought you did find that secret door there.
Oh, Curse is going to search for a secret door.
Well, it doesn't matter. The door is open anyway. So you see that there's an jarred open secret door that's there. And you see that the area to the west or to the left of you, it does have some crates, but a lot of boxes seem to have been removed from the area that you remember. And then in the armory room that Dirk just entered, is got a lot of racks there. However, you guys have taken all of the weapons off the racks, so they're empty.
Did these crates that were in here, did they look like the crates that the kids were loading at the supply shack?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, make that with guidance. Who's doing this? Yeah, it's Sam.
Yeah, I like it.
There we go.
Whoops. Did you roll? Oh, that was weird.
Oh, I don't. It took it as a save. Sorry.
Oh, no worries, man. It's all good. So 2 plus... Alright, 24. So no, these boxes do not look the same. These look much different. These boxes actually appear to be more like food supplies, things maybe that were bound for Lion Coster, or Lion Shield Coster, or maybe Barthland's provisions, and maybe were stolen, or maybe they were delivered here. It's tough to say.
Okay.
Ooh, stuff we can collect up and sell.
Hey, Kursk, is your tummy talking to you at all?
No.
Okay.
No tummy talk today, huh?
Kursk is looking around. Does he see anything out of thing or foot tracks or anything like that?
So in this room there is definitely a lot of foot tracks that are kind of going across into the cavern to the south.
That squiggle.
Yeah, the squiggle. So that's a broken bridge. So you can see what the remnants of some bridge that's there, and it appears that it's been broken about 2 feet from the edge of each of the crevasses. And that room is kind of a large natural cavern, which is pretty dark, to be honest with you. So there's some lights here in this room, that some lanterns that are lit, and then into there you can only see probably 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So about 25 feet in, so right about where the bridge is at. That's about as far as you can see without any other vision. And you do see that there's a smell of decaying flesh that's kind of coming through this cavern room into your room here. And there's 2 rough stone columns that support kind of a 20-foot high ceiling, and then there's one wooden bridge down at the other end, and there's a large crevasse there.
I can give us some light. I'm going to use the light cantrip on my amulet.
Alrighty.
20 feet of bright and then another 20 of dim light.
Alright, sounds good.
Chris is going to look on the ground and see if he can discern. Yeah, you said there's a lot of tracks going to the south, but where are the tracks coming from? And look for the tracks.
Yeah, so the tracks are coming from the secret door that you guys just came through. And you see the tracks, yep, absolutely. And you see the tracks all kind of come kind of the same way that you guys have come. So kind of through the dirt and whatnot, maybe, tracking some dirt through the room almost to where the secret door is at over by Dirk. And kind of going in maybe to the armory, maybe looking for weapons. Maybe they were clearing out some things. You see some drag marks too. You're not sure if they were bodies or boxes or what they were dragging, but definitely some drag marks are in the dirt and whatnot here.
Does it match your goblin foot, Kursk?
Chris pulls his goblin foot out and sticks it down by the tracks.
So the goblin foot now is getting a little rank, but you do stick it next to the track, and the tracks are much larger. These are more of a large humanoid foot versus a goblin's foot.
Why do you have a goblin foot?
2-track goblins.
Ah, fair enough.
And now it's time for your gnomish reminder that the bridges will only hold 50 pounds, and you guys forgot that last time, so you may want to take the gnome serious this time.
Chris didn't forget. Well, Chris is going to go move in this room, moving stealthily and quietly, looking for traps and ambushes.
Alrighty. All right, Kursk. So you're able to kind of sneak up and through there, and are we missing a token? I feel like I'm missing, or maybe you guys. Oh, you're on top of each other. Oh, you're riding. Mizrik's riding Sturk back. All right. Well, whatever works. It's a little creepy.
I'm down by Dirk's.
Nothing creepy about this.
Yeah.
Master blaster going on.
All right.
Border town.
Let's see. So Kursk, as you kind of come around, and both you and Mizrik, you see in the north passageway, there's a small, you see a head with a little bit of eyes that are kind of peering around the corner of that wall there, almost as if they're looking for something or whatnot. Let me see, Kursk, I see your stealth. I see Dirk's stealth. Mizrik.
Are we stealthing?
I think a couple of them did, yeah. Holy crap. Alright, so you guys can all see them. They don't appear to have seen, or those eyes don't appear to have seen you guys yet. I know that Gilbert's kind of in the back there, so.
Forgot to use the dice tower.
That's alright, man. No worries.
To me.
It's okay, no problem. And so you kind of see one of these ruffians is kind of looking almost as if he's like a lookout.
So, could we get a surprise round by jumping across the crevasse and attacking him?
You could try, absolutely.
What do they look? Yeah, they have eyes.
Well, the crevasse
It's a human.
looks like it's more than 8 feet.
Yeah, it's not. It's no more than 8 feet.
Whoa, do you guys always jump to violence? That could just be an orphan living in this mansion.
Usually he throws me to violence, but yeah, he likes to.
You know, a little guidance would help here, and Curse is jumping to the attack, drawing double scimitar.
Alrighty.
Right, here's some guidance.
Nice roll, Kursk. Yeah, you make that jump with no problem whatsoever. I guess we might as well roll some initiative if we're jumping into this.
Oh, literally, he did jump into it.
Right, and I just want to point out there's no 20s on the rolls for the NPCs today. Just saying. I took that app off.
Oh, you
Nice.
did? Well, that'd be nice.
They were all getting like 20s and 22s last week.
21s.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And the week before, too.
Yeah, the week before as well, you're right. All right, Kursk. So you kind of jump over, and the ruffian that's kind of standing for him, he goes, he kind of puts out a little bit of like a look of shock and dismay, as he did not expect to see you jumping through there.
Yeah, I'll whack on him with this dual scimitar.
Alrighty.
Try to dispatch him as quickly as possible.
Sounds good.
So it's if he's surprised, do I get advantage?
Surprise round is, if I remember correctly, you just get to act before they do.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just trying to get my.
It was all right. It was a good try, though. I like it. You can always ask.
Does it do anything with sneak attack? I can't remember. Because he's got sneak attack.
That's a good question. That I'm not sure of.
I think it does, but I'm not positive.
I don't think it does. The only time I get it is if I have advantage. Let me look real quick.
I'm always thinking I'm getting Pathfinder and this mixed up all the time. I can look. Go ahead and roll your thing, and I'll take a look real quick.
Yeah, it says either I have to have advantage or another enemy within 5 feet of him.
Alrighty, there you go.
So here we go.
Not that it's going to matter, probably.
I hope it doesn't. Well, that's the way the rules started out.
Nice. So yeah, you try to get him with the scimitar, but your scimitar unfortunately was stuck in your armor, and as you kind of bring it out, you actually cut the part of the strap of the armor, and it sort of clambers down to the ground, goes clang clang clang, and you miss widely as you jump across. Kursk brings the other scimitar up, though, and does connect with the second scimitar in his other hand.
I'm rolling like a big dog tonight.
Oh, no, right? One. Nice. So you kind of slice across his shoulder. Ah!
Does it automatically put the effect on for my armor, or do I need to apply that?
I'll apply it for you. I have one on the table. I just have to bring it up real quick.
I've never seen this fumble system.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, it's fun.
That's how Dirk killed himself last week.
Ah.
One of the times. The other one was crossing that bridge you see collapsed.
Yeah.
Awesome way to kill yourself, though.
I agree.
Critical on yourself.
Yes.
I liked it. Strong work, Dirk. All right, Gilbert.
Alright, let me get line of sight with this guy, and
Sure.
I'll try conjuring a sacred flame on him.
Alrighty.
Now, where did I put that spell? Just looking for it real fast. There.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. Oh, good.
Yeah, no, it's good. Excellent.
Ah, max damage.
Nice job.
Right. Now, do we end our turns, or do you do that for us?
I let you do it yourself. Yeah, when you're done. Yep.
Switches with DMs.
Yeah, I know everybody's different.
There we go.
All right, Kursk already went. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Kursk. You already did your surprise round. It'll be Misrick.
All right. I'm gonna move 10 foot to there and do a quick peek around the pillar. See if I see anything.
You do. You see another red brand down at the other end of the tunnel, kind of standing there looking, it looks like, towards the east.
I will target him.
Okay.
Sleep 20 foot centered on him.
Nice. So you see him collapse and go unconscious.
Do I hear anybody else collapse? Can I do a perception on that?
You don't. However, you do hear somebody say, "Bo, get up! Get up, Bo! Quit falling asleep on the job!"
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
Well, I still got another 10 foot, 15 foot movement, right?
Yeah, yep.